Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam172. As you may remember, we were listening to some short stories about the rishis and the kings. There was a king, Trishanku, and his big desire was to go to heaven in his human body. Vashishta and his sons refused to perform a yagna to grant him this strange desire, and they cursed him to become a Chandala. Vishvamitra, the generous-hearted rishi, agreed to perform a yagna to send him to the heavens. He did perform the yagna, and the king was raised to the heavens. The gods, led by Indra, resented this intrusion of an earthly person who was a Chandala by his looks. They threw him down. Vishvamitra, hearing his piteous cry, grew extremely wrathful. He stopped him in midair and created a new heaven solely for the sake of Trishanku. Before he could create a new Brahma, the Devas came and pacified him. Trishanku lives forever in the special heaven created for him by Vishvamitra. Trishanku's son was Harishchandra. He had no sons, and he prayed to Varuna, the lord of the oceans. He said, "All I want is to have a son. This is for the purpose of saving myself from the hell by name Put. When a son is born to me, I will perform a yagna with my son as the offering and give him to you." In course of time, a son was born to the king. The child was named Rohita. Varuna came to Harishchandra and said, "You promised to perform a yagna with this child as the offering." The king said, "A newborn child is unclean. It is only after 10 days that it has become clean. I will give him to you after that." 10 days later, Varuna came to claim his due. The king then said, "A yagna pasha has to have teeth, and so please wait till he cuts his teeth." When Varuna came again, the king came up with the excuse that the milk teeth should fall, and then later that they should grow again. And so it went on. The king, attached inordinately to his son, began to think up many excuses. "Let my son wear armor. A kshatriya is pure only when he is armed." Rohita, in the meantime, came to know all about what was to happen to him. He wanted to escape his doom by running away to the forest with a bow in his hand. The king, in his turn, was afflicted by the dread disease dropsy, which Varuna caused as a punishment to the untruthful king. Hearing about it, Rohita started to go home to save his father. Indra stopped him. He told the young prince that he should go and visit all the holy rivers. 1 year passed, and again it happened, and yet again. 5 years passed, and finally Rohita decided to go back to his kingdom and to his father. On the way, he met a Brahmin who had 3 sons and bought one of them as an offering to Varuna. His name was Sunashepa. Harishchandra, with the affliction still tormenting him, performed the yagna by name Narameda, where the sacrifice is a human being and not an animal. Vishvamitra, who was the Hota, taught the incantation by name Varuna Japa to the young boy Sunashepa, which pleased the god immensely. Indra was pleased with the yagna and granted a golden chariot to Harishchandra. Varuna was pleased with the youngster Sunashepa, and he was allowed to live. Vishvamitra adopted him as a son, and the yagna came to a satisfactory conclusion. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.